Hey there, space fans! It's great to see you all back on our channel, exploring the fantastic universe. Today, we'll be chatting about one of the most astonishing features in our solar system, the awesome Saturn's rings. These gorgeous, shimmering bands made of ice and rock are actually the coolest planet in our solar system. But hold on, have you heard that Saturn's rings are losing their luster? Yep, that's correct. These rings might not be around for much longer, and scientists are on the hunt to figure out why. So get cozy, grab your telescope, and let's uncover what happens to Saturn's rings and its impact on the planet's future. Ready? Let's go! First, let's talk about why Saturn's rings are so special. Picture this, a planet surrounded by massive, sparkling rings that stretch across hundreds of thousands of kilometers. They're made up of billions of tiny pieces of ice, rock, and dust, some as small as a grain of sand, others as big as a house. These particles orbit Saturn like a cosmic dance, reflecting sunlight and creating that breathtaking glow we see in photos. Fun fact, the rings are super thin, sometimes just 10 meters thick, which is thinner than a football field. Yet, they're so wide they could stretch from Earth to the moon. Isn't that mind-blowing? For centuries, astronomers have been obsessed with these rings. Galileo first spotted them in 1610, though he thought they were moons or handles at first. Pretty funny, right? Since then, spacecraft like Voyager and Cassini have given us jaw-dropping close-ups, showing us intricate patterns, gaps, and even tiny moons hiding within the rings. They're like a cosmic work of art, but here's the kicker. Those gorgeous rings we love, they're not permanent. They're fading away, and scientists say they could be gone in just a few 100 million years or maybe even sooner. So why are Saturn's rings vanishing? Well, it all comes down to a process called ring rain. Sounds cool, right? Here's how it works. Saturn's rings are made mostly of water ice, and they're constantly being pulled by the planet's gravity. Scientists discovered that tiny particles from the rings are spiraling inward, falling into Saturn's atmosphere like a gentle cosmic shower. This ring rain is happening because of Saturn's magnetic field, which acts like a giant vacuum cleaner, sucking in those icy bits. But that's not all. The rings are also getting blasted by tiny space rocks called micrometeoroids. These little guys crash into the rings, knocking particles loose and sending them either into Saturn or out into space. Over time, this double whammy ring rain and micrometeoroid impacts is eating away at the rings. Bit by bit, NASA's Cassini spacecraft, which studied Saturn for 13 years, measured this process and found that the rings are losing tons of material every second. Imagine a dump truck unloading ice into Saturn's atmosphere every single moment. That's how fast it's happening. Now, you're probably wondering, how much time do the rings have left? Well, here's where things get wild. Scientists estimate that Saturn's rings could disappear in as little as 100 million years. But in cosmic terms, that's just a blink of an eye. The universe is 13.8 billion years old, so 100 million years is like a quick coffee break. Some scientists even think the rings might vanish faster, possibly within a few tens of millions of years, if the loss rate is higher than we think. Either way, Saturn's rings are temporary, like a beautiful sunset that eventually fades. But don't worry, they'll still be around for a long time. So we've got plenty of chances to study them and snap some epic photos. Okay, so what happens to Saturn when the rings are gone? Will it still be the same dazzling planet we know and love? Well, Saturn itself will be just fine. It's a gas giant, after all, with a massive core and swirling clouds of gas. But without its rings, it'll look a lot less glamorous. Imagine Saturn as a celebrity, showing up to the red carpet without its signature bling. It'll still be cool, but not quite as iconic. The loss of the rings could also affect Saturn's moons. The rings interact with moons like Enceladus and Titan, helping to shape their orbits. Without the rings, those orbits might shift slightly over time. Plus, the ring rain is adding water and other materials to Saturn's atmosphere, which could change its chemistry in ways we don't fully understand yet. Scientists are still piecing together what a ringless Saturn will mean, but one thing's for sure, it'll be a very different vibe. Why should we care? Now, you might be thinking, Okay, this is cool. But why does it matter if Saturn's rings disappear? Great question. Studying the rings helps us understand how planets and their systems evolve. Saturn's rings are like a cosmic laboratory, teaching us about gravity, orbits, and even how the solar system formed for 0.6 billion years ago. Some scientists think the rings might be leftovers from a moon that got torn apart, while others believe they formed from comets or asteroids that wandered too close to Saturn. By studying their disappearance, we're unlocking clues about the history of our solar system, and maybe even what's happening around other planets in the universe. Plus, let's be real, Saturn's rings are just awesome. They inspire us to look up at the night sky and dream about what's out there. Losing them would be like losing a piece of the universe's beauty. So scientists are working hard to learn as much as they can before the rings fade away. So there you have it. Space fans, the mysterious case of Saturn's disappearing rings. From ring rain to micrometeoroid mayhem, those stunning bands of ice and rock are slowly vanishing. And one day, Saturn might look like a whole new planet. But for now, let's keep exploring, keep learning, and keep marveling at the wonders of our universe. What do you think? Can you imagine Saturn without its rings? Or maybe you've got a wild theory about where they came from? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this cosmic journey. Subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss an update from the universe. Until next time, keep looking up, and we'll see you among the stars.